We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello everyone, welcome back to online lecture series on refrigeration and air conditioning. We are beginning a new topic today, which is air conditioning systems. So let's begin. First of all, air conditioning system. Air conditioning is defined as the process of treating air in an indoor environment to establish and maintain required standards of temperature, humidity, cleanliness and motion of air. So this is the standard definition of air conditioning. Now the classification of air conditioning system. First classification is based on the way of air cooling. So it can be direct cooling system in which the air is cooled directly by the refrigerant. Second is indirect cooling system in which air is cooled by chilled water which is cooled by the refrigerant. Now second is according to the major function. First is comfort air conditioning. Comfort air conditioning system, that is that we use in our day-to-day life in our households. Second is industrial air conditioning system, so the conditioning which is used in the industries. Third classification is based on the season of the year. First is winter air conditioning system, second is summer air conditioning system, and third is year-round air conditioning system. Now fourth classification is based on the arrangement of equipments. First is packaged air conditioning system. The packaged air conditioning system will contain winter air conditioner, split air conditioner and package air conditioner. Second category is central air conditioning system, and the further classification is all air system, all water system and air water system. Third category is zoned system, single zone air conditioning or multi-zone air conditioning. We are going to discuss about this conditioners in detail later in this lecture. So now we will discuss about air conditioning system components. First is cooling source. It is the equipment that removes the heat is called as cooling system. The equipment that removes the heat is called cooling system. It has compressor / generator or absorber. When you see here, if it is compressor, then it should be VCR, and instead of compressor, if we are having generator and absorber, then it will be VAR system. So this cooling source has compressor or generator and absorber, and then evaporator, condenser and expansion device. So these are all 4 basic components of our refrigeration system. Second is heating element. Sometimes it is required to heat the air, so for that heating element is required. The equipment that delivers heat is called heating system. Heating of air takes place with the use of electric heater, steam or hot water. Third is control system. It regulates automatically the amount of cooling or heating as per the requirement in the space to be conditioned. Fourth is distribution system. It is the network of ducts to carry air or fluid to the room to be conditioned. Fifth is fans. Fans are used to circulate the air in the room or space to be conditioned. Sixth is filter. Filter is used for cleaning of air and to remove the impurities from the air. Seventh is grill. it is used for adjusting the direction of conditioned air to the room. And last is tray, which collects the condensate water. So these are all important air conditioning system components. Now we are going to study about split air conditioner. So this is the diagram for split air conditioner. So you might have studied this type of air conditioner during your first year mechanical engineering. Here, as you can see, this is conditioned room or space, and here we are having only evaporator coil with the fan, and the remaining parts are in the outside space where we are having condenser and compressor as shown in this figure. So only the part which is doing conditioning is kept here, and the remaining parts are kept outside. So the first part is this, that is inside this conditioned room. It contains evaporator, filter, evaporator fan and grill, and these are inside the room. The second part is this, which contains condenser, fan and compressor, which is outside the room. So this is the split air conditioner basic air conditioning system. Now we will discuss about packaged air conditioner. So this is the figure of packaged air conditioner. We will see this in detail. So here if you see, if we focus on the major components which are present here, is cooling coil or evaporator, which is here, which is doing our conditioning task or cooling task. That is this evaporator. Here at the bottom we are having condenser, and above condenser beside we are having this compressor. So if you see from the top here, if we see on the middle part, that is this portion, then the return air from the room. So this will be the input to this system. So this return air is coming inside this evaporator. Through these cooling coils, this air will get cooled, and here we are having air blower. So after getting cooled, this is air distribution compartment, that is the top part. From here the conditioned air is going into the room. So this is the cycle which is happening. Okay, and here the condensate drops sump is kept here, that is whatever condensate is coming, it will be collected here. Then here we are having compressor, which is very important part, and at the bottom we are having the condenser. Here we are having condenser fan, and here we are having air blower. So this is the packaged air conditioner. Okay, now it consists of condensing unit, that is this bottom part, evaporator, that is middle part, and supply air fan. These units are fully factory wired and only require electrical supply connection. The conditioned air from the packaged unit is distributed and returned via supply and return air ducts. The packaged air conditioning units are available in the capacity ranges of 5 to 25 tons. So this is all about packaged air conditioner. The next is central air conditioning system, in which first category is all air system, and here we are going to discuss about single duct, single zone, constant volume, all air central air conditioning system. We will see one by one meaning of all these words. First we will see, first we will understand this entire figure. So here, if you see, we will begin from here, outside air, which is, this is the fresh air which we are taking from the atmosphere. Here we are having damper. Damper generally controls the quantity of air that is to be taken further. So here we are having outside air which is entering in this system. And if you see from the top also, we are having recirculated air that is coming from the conditioned space. So here also we are having a damper which will control the quantity of recirculated air which will be get mixed here. So two things are coming here. First is the fresh air or outside air, and here we are having recirculated air, both are mixed together, and then it is passing through these three components, namely cooling coil, heating coil and humidifier. These three are together called air handling unit. To repeat, these three together are called air handling units. And here this air is cooled here in this cooling coil, then it is heated here as and when required. Then we are having this supply air duct with the fan, and then it passes through the humidifier where the humidity is controlled, or water vapor is being added into the air. So if you see, first two components of air handling unit are controlling the or maintaining the dry bulb temperature, and here humidity is maintained in this humidifier. Then this conditioned air, now after passing through the AHU, that is air handling unit, this air has become conditioned air, that is with our desired dry bulb temperature and humidity. Then it is passing into this conditioned space, that is the room in which we need to have cooling. And here there are two things which are kept. First is thermostat and second is humidistat. Thermostat will measure the dry bulb temperature of the air, and humidistat will measure the amount of water vapor present inside the air, that is the humidity. And these two measurements are sent as a signal to this AHU, in which this thermostat will send the signal of temperature to the cooling coil and heating coil, and this humidistat will send the signal to the humidifier regarding the humidity. Now why this is important? Because if the temperature and humidity inside this conditioned space is not as per requirement, then this signal will be sent to this air handling unit, which will improve the temperature and humidity as per the requirement. Okay, then this out of this conditioned space, this air is taken passing through this duct with a fan, and this recirculated air is coming here, and it is either going into this way or it is going into the exhaust air. So this is the complete explanation of all air system. Now if you see one by one, here we are having single duct, that is only a single duct is throughout this system. Then single zone, the meaning of single zone is, here we are having only one compartment, that's why it is single zone. And here constant volume, because here we are not changing the quantity of flow which is going inside this conditioned space, that's why this is constant volume. And the meaning of all air means here we are only using air throughout this system, that's why it is called all air central air conditioning system. In later theories we will see that water can also be used instead of air or with the air. Okay, so this is the first case of all air system. Now the next is single duct, multi-zone, constant volume, all air central air conditioning system. So here if you see, the only difference from our previous theory, here we were having only a single zone, now we are having multiple zone. In this figure we are having 3 zones, and here the conditioned air is divided among these 3 zones. And further we are having this reheat coils which will increase the temperature of this air. So this conditioned air is kept at the temperature of the minimum of these 3. Okay, and here we are having reheat coils which can increase the temperature as per the requirement of particular conditioned zone. And if you see, these reheat coils are connected with the thermocouple which will send which connected with the thermostats, which will send the signal to these reheat coils, so that further improvement in the temperature can be done as per the requirement, and then they are again combined together for the recirculated air part, and the remaining things are as it is in this figure. Now the next is here dual duct multi-zone constant volume all air central air conditioning system. So now we are having dual duct. As you can see, now the cooling coil and heating coil paths are separated. That is, cooling coil is going through one duct and cold air is going through one duct and hot air is going through the another duct. That's why it is dual duct. And as usual, here we are having 3 conditioned zones. That's why it is multi-zone. Now the remaining things are as it is, as you can see. And if you see here in this mixing box, these are mixing box. Let me remind you, these are not heating coils. These are not reheat coils. These are mixing box. So here the cooling air is coming here in this mixing box, and hot air is coming from here in this mixing box. So here cold air and hot air are mixed together as per the requirement of particular conditioned zone. And you can see that thermostats are connected with this mixing zone, so that as per the requirement of this conditioned zone, there can be proper mixing of cold air and hot air in this mixing zone. And the remaining things are as it is, as per our previous theory. So here only the difference which is coming is cooling and heating air, hot and cold air are separated in separate ducts, and then they are mixed in this mixing boxes. Now the next is single duct, multi-zone, variable air volume, all air central air conditioning system. So here we are having single duct, as you can see in this figure, and then we are having variable air volume. So how this variable air is there? See here, if you focus on this part, here we are having, instead of mixing zones, mixing box, now we are having zone dampers. As I was telling you in our first theory, the dampers are used for controlling the quantity of air which is passing through the duct. So here these zone dampers will control the quantity of air which will enter into this conditioned zone, and these zone dampers are connected with the thermostat of particular conditioned zone. So from thermostat there will be a signal that will be sent to this zone dampers, which will control the quantity of airflow into the conditioned zone. As you can see, the remaining things are same as per our previous theories. Now this was all about all air system. Now we will discuss about all water system, in which water will be used instead of air. So here few things which are similar here. Here we are having cooling or heating coil, and here we are having a supply water line with a pump. So we are pumping this water that is either cold or hot, and then here this water is high pressure water, which is passing, or this is distributed among these 3 conditions: zone 1, zone 2 and zone 3. Now in all air system we were having zone dampers. In all water systems we are having water control valves, which will control the quantity of water which will enter into this conditioned space. So here the water is distributed among these 3 zones, and then if you see, this water flow control valves are connected with this thermostat. That is, this thermostat will send the signal to the water flow control valve, and it will either increase or reduce the quantity of water which will enter into this conditioned zone as per the requirement of the particular conditioned zone. So this is also one form of controlling system which will control the quantity of water which is going to enter into this conditioned zone. And then this cold or hot water is going into this terminal unit. So here we will discuss about this terminal unit in our next slide. Here at least you can understand that here heating or cooling will be done through this terminal unit, and then it is returning into this heating or cooling coil. Now one important thing is here that we are having pressure relief valve. So here we have pumped water that is at high pressure. So here, as the remaining water is simply going into our usual return water line, so we need to reduce the pressure of this water. So that's why we are using the pressure relief valve. Now this is FCU terminal unit, that is called fan coil unit. This is called fan coil unit, and here this is the same thing, which is you can see here as an inclined box. So in this terminal unit, if you see at the bottom, we are having warm air which is coming from the air conditioned space. So warm air is coming here, and here we have provided air filter which will prevent any impurities entering into this unit. Here we have provided this fan, and then the important part is this fined tube cooling coil. This inclined box is fined tube cooling coil through which the cold water is passing. So this is for summer air conditioning. This case is for summer air conditioning. So here in this we will be having inclined tubes of cold water, and the warm air will be passing from bottom to top, and they will pass through this cooling coil. Even though here this water will not come into contact with this warm air, as this is some form of indirect contact heat exchanger. And then with this heat transfer, here the heat transfer can happen through conduction, convection and radiation, and then this cold air is again taken into the conditioned space, and here we are having condensate drain. So this is all about fan coil unit, which is terminal unit for all water system. Now the next theory is air water system, in which we will be having combination of all air system and all water system. As you can see here, we are having two central plants. First central plant is for primary air, as you can see here, and from this supply duct with fan, the primary air is going into this terminal unit, and then it is returning back here. So this is the primary air which is doing a task of cooling, and at the bottom we are having secondary plant for central plant for secondary water. Here we are having supply line with pump through which the secondary cold air is coming here. Here it is doing the task of cooling, and then this secondary water is returning back into the central plant for secondary water. And as you can see here, from the bottom the primary air and secondary air is coming, and it is passing through this conditioned space, and from the top secondary air is again returning into this terminal unit. So this is the way the air water system is working. Now we will discuss about the terminal unit for air water system. So here there are two types. First is FCU, that is for fan coil unit, which is very similar to our previous FCU, that was for all water system. So let us focus on this FCU. So here if you see, the warm air is coming from the conditioned space through this passage, and then the remaining part, the top part, is very similar, that here we are having air filter, then we are having fan. This is the cooling coil in which cold water connection is there. So here the heat transfer will take place, and this warm air will get cooled down, and then it is going into the conditioned space, and here the condensate drain is there. The only additional thing is here we are also using the conditioned air, here we are using the outside air into this fan, and then it is passing through this cooling coil. So this cold air is also doing a task of cooling. So this is about the FCU for all water system. And here we are having induction unit for air water system. So if you see, as usual, the warm air from the conditioned space is entering it from the bottom. Here we are having secondary coil or secondary chilled water. From the left hand side of the top, primary air from the central plant is entering here, and this primary air is at high pressure. So this will help this warm air to pass through this portion, and here primary air and secondary air will get mixed. So here we are having mixed air to the conditioned space, and here we have provided the balancing damper for the control of flow. So this is about the terminal unit which is used in air water system. So this is the end of air conditioning systems. I hope it was fun in learning this air conditioning system. Thank you for watching this video.